Today's reading is Psalm 148, and today the Church celebrates St. Francis of Assisi, one of the most popular and well-known saints even outside of church circles. There are wonderful stories about him, how he lived a life of luxury and indulgence in his youth, but life's experiences turned him away from that to a condition of complete poverty and service of others. He was incredibly successful even in his own lifetime in terms of gaining followers, and with his sister Claire also founding a women's order. Evidently, their example of the simple, austere life touched a real need in their society at the time. But the Franciscan movement is still continuing very active to this day. There is an Anglican branch, the Society of St. Francis, with men and women living in community, and as well there's the Third Order, with women and men, married and single, following a rule of life within their daily lives at home, at work and at church. Francis really stands for simplicity of life, but he's popularly associated with the world of nature, with animals and the environment, and it's fitting that we remember him at this time of year in the church season that we call Creation Tide. We have a delightful sculpture of Francis surrounded by birds and animals here at Llandaff. Francis saw animals as his brothers and sisters. Not for him a hierarchical idea of life on earth with humans at the top of the tree, dominating all other life. The environmental movement of recent times has found in Francis a great inspiration, and he does seem way ahead of his time. He's said to have preached to the birds who gathered around him, perhaps inspired by Jesus' words, "Look at the birds of the air," using ordinary birds as examples of trust in God. Last Sunday we held a pet service here at the cathedral and blessed all the various animals that were brought, celebrating the marvellous variety and diversity of creation and the ways all creatures give glory to God by being themselves. We told the legend of Francis and the wolf of Gubbio. Do you know the story? It goes like this. A wolf was terrorising the people of Gubbio, and they appealed to Francis for help. He went to meet with the wolf, and when it charged him, he stood still and prayed. The wolf obeyed him, closing its mouth and lying at his feet. Francis explained to the people that the wolf was starving and needed food. If it was fed, it would not need to attack the people. So they agreed to put food out for the wolf, and the wolf became the protector of the town, never harming anyone again. We don't know what may be behind this story, but it's a lovely way of expressing an ideal of harmony and cooperation between human and non-human animals, restoring the paradise of Eden, where Adam and Eve lived alongside the animals in complete harmony. Today's psalm is a sort of roll call for every part of creation, from the stars and planets to the smallest creatures, all praising God in their very being and existence. Another lovely vision, echoed in the Canticle of Creation, attributed to Francis, which praises God for brother and sister, sun, moon, water, fire, earth, and so on. What a vision and an inspiration for us to see the natural elements around us as God-given and blessed, and as supporting our worship of God.